And just to say, first of all, I want to say how concerned we are for all those without water and without electricity. This has been an extremely severe storm, the worst we have experienced in living memory. Its impact has been very severe. 760,000 houses, businesses, farms cut off from power, from electricity. And I want to say that if you're without electricity and you're without water, it is very, very difficult for families, very difficult indeed, and for all involved. And I fully understand that, and people's frustrations and absolute desire to get power back and to get water supplies back. I want to pay a very warm tribute to our first responders, to all of the state agencies who worked extremely hard both in advance of the storm and in the aftermath of the storm to get power restored. The National Emergency Coordinating Group would have met before the storm. Every agency would have submitted its plans in terms of how to respond to the storm. In the first phase, the priority was to prevent any loss of life and to try and save lives. And then in the immediate phase after the storm, do your assessment and then do everything you possibly can to restore power and water as fast as you can. And that is what has been happening. On the ground, the local authorities under the plan and the National Coordinating Emergency Group take the lead, and they work with various organisations such as civil defence, community organisations, and many, many more. And that is what has been happening in terms of the establishment of up to 143 emergency hubs across the country, and in terms of providing supports to people in need. And I want to pay tribute to the community spirit that has been very much evident, not just here but across the country, in response to this storm. In Ballaghaderreen it was very evident, and what was interesting is the previous investments in community groups and community organisations and facilities has reaped some dividends in terms of having those facilities in place. So, for example, under the Community Recognition Fund, Ballaghaderreen would have got funding to procure 2 vans, if you like, which the Rural Social Scheme, which we invest in, those workers then were able to distribute food to people who needed food in that general area. Likewise, investment in sporting clubs, like here in St. Brigid, is paying dividends in terms of the facilities and the capacities that exist here, in terms of helping people without power, without water, and without facilities. And I think it speaks to the ongoing need to continue to invest in community organisations on the ground, community facilities on the ground, because in a world where we are going to experience more severe storms, I think with greater regularity than we would have had in the past, that social infrastructure, that social and community capacity is extremely important. Working with the statutory agencies like the local authorities, civil defence and others, Gardaí, HSE, to respond to such challenges. We're now down to about I think we have back down to 160,000 who are now without power, and we're going to do everything we possibly can to accelerate that.